Hi, I'm Mitch Young, Superintendent of Schools in Forsyth County.
And I'm Mike Valdez, Chairman of the Forsyth County Board of Education.
We are standing in front of Midway Elementary School. It's our newest elementary school, and it was paid for with ESPLOST dollars.
Yeah, and the best thing about this school is obviously the kids and the staff inside, but the second best thing is that this building was paid for cash and the system is debt-free as a result.
We're going to head inside, and we're going to talk a little bit more about ESPLOST and what we have coming up this fall.
Yeah, we'll see you guys inside.
So, Mike, we're standing inside Midway Elementary School's Media Center, a project that was paid for with cash from the ESPLOST dollars from ESPLOST number 6.
Yeah, this is a testament to the power of ESPLOST because this facility right here was around a $34 million investment, paid 100% cash, no new debt, and it really speaks to our plan to pay off all of our system debt within just a few short years.
Yeah, the reason we're shooting this video today is we have an extension of our ESPLOST up for a referendum on November 4th, 2025 of this year. And we feel like it was really important for us to kind of talk through what a SPLOST is and what an ESPLOST is in particular, and just kind of let everybody know why this is such an important election.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll start by telling you what ESPLOST is not. So ESPLOST is not a T-SPLOST, which is for transportation, roads, and bridges. ESPLOST is not SPLOST, which is a county collection, which goes to things like police and fire, library, that kind of stuff. ESPLOST is 100% education, special purpose, local option sales tax.
And it's important to note that the dollars that are collected in any SPLOST do not go for people. They go for capital projects. It can be the refurbishment of buildings. It can be HVAC units. We have some safety things in this that we're hoping to get, technology upgrades. Probably the thing that captures most people's minds, though, are the buildings like this that we're able to use for SPLOST dollars for.
Yeah, another thing ESPLOST is not is it's not a new tax and it's not an additional tax. ESPLOST exists. We're on the 6th iteration of ESPLOST right now, and we're very grateful that the county taxpayer has always supported ESPLOST. This would be the 7th iteration, and of course the big, shiny, pretty buildings get all the attention. But really, ESPLOST, it has another very important thing is we have 42 other aging schools in this system that require maintenance, that require repair, that require upgrades so they can stay technologically relevant, and additions as well. You know, we've looked at it every which way, and we've come to the conclusion that financially, to build 3 additions to 3 schools is cheaper than building 1 new school.
Well, and a lot of people, I think, would attest to this. Our principals and teachers do a great job of making our large schools feel small. And so there was a philosophy at one point in time that we didn't want our schools to be over a certain size. I think we've got a kind of a new philosophy. I think it's fair to say now that, as you're talking about, to be good stewards, to be able to put additions on does a couple of things for us in middle schools and high schools. One, it prevents us from having to redistrict families that love their school. And so we know our families want to stay where they are, particularly once they've been at a middle school and high school. This SPLOST is going to allow us to do those additions so that we don't have to do redistrictings at high school, middle school. And I think that in itself is probably something that would get people very excited.
Yeah, I mean, another real big advantage to our families with these additions, besides the financial savings, besides the removal of redistricting, which, let's face it, nobody likes, is we reduce our reliance on modular trailers, which is something that we're working very hard to reduce our reliance on that. And ESPLOST goes a long way in helping us do that.
Yeah. I think another thing that's probably important to note, too, is ESPLOST is one form of a revenue stream where we collect dollars to be able to run our school system.
Yep.
There is the potential that an ESPLOST doesn't pass. Don't want to put that negativity out there, but it's a reality. And if it doesn't, we still have to do these projects.
Yeah.
So to do those means we've got to look at other revenue streams in which to be able to do that, which unfortunately can mean more taxes in other areas.
Yeah, I mean, without ESPLOST, it definitely transfers a lot of that financial burden exclusively onto the residential taxpayer here. Most people don't know this, but a consumption tax like ESPLOST, studies show that about 40% of that is paid by people who don't live in the county, people that are passing through, shopping, eating, putting gas. They're contributing to the cost of the upkeep and expansion of our school system, not 100% on the back of the local taxpayer. So that's a huge benefit as well.
Yeah, so with this November, it's an important election, important for our school system. In addition to the buildings we've talked about, the additions, we're talking about turfing our playgrounds so that all 23 elementary schools have that turf. Same with our softball and baseball fields at high school. It expands the ability to use those for physical education, and for bands to be able to use them, so we get a lot more year-round use. But the long-term savings on that, by not watering these fields, by not having to mow them and maintain them, and long-term actually saves us money.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll leave you with this thought and something for you guys to consider. I know a big criticism about ESPLOST programs like this one is that they promise a bunch of projects and most of them don't get delivered. If you look at our current ESPLOST, our school system has delivered every single project on that list or is currently delivering them now. So 100% of the projects promised will be delivered. And that's new facilities, upgraded facilities, fine arts, science, STEM, across the board, computers, buses, and even paying down debt. Last thought I'll leave you with is this. Your school system's largest spending program is instruction, coming in at around 73% of our budget. Its smallest spending program is debt, coming in at around 1% of our budget. That tells you that your school system is investing your tax dollars wisely because our academic performance remains amongst the best in the state and in fact the nation, as well as our graduation rate. So this is a school system that appreciates your tax dollars, that spends it wisely, and consistently delivers the results that you've come to expect from Forsyth County Schools.
You know, Mike, really the secret to our success has been the support that we've gotten from our community, from our parents, from our taxpayers. You cannot have a strong school system without a really strong supportive community. But I think it's also important to point out that you can't have a great community without a strong school system.
That's right.
So between now and November 4th of this year, if you have any questions, go to our website, and we've got a page dedicated to financial transparency and that points out all the ins and outs of the ESPLOST.
We thank you guys for listening. We thank you for your attention. Again, if you have questions, of course, you can check out our website, but any one of your board members is available to meet with you, and we're going to be out in the community answering questions, and you can always come down to our BOE building and meet with staff if you need to. Thank you, guys.
Take care.